Good afternoon and welcome to TowneBank Stadium at the campus of Christopher Newport University for tonight's contest featuring Tri-City Otters as they will face Lionsbridge FC. The Otters currently in fourth place in the USL 2 Southeast Division. Lionsbridge, after a big win a couple of nights ago over West Virginia United, currently sees them seated in second all by themselves. Only ahead of them, I believe, are NC Fusion in first place. It's going to take a bit of work for Lionsbridge to catch up to them. But the important thing is having those first three spots in the division, because that's what gets you on to playoffs. With some of the top teams in the division in action tonight, playoff implications will be heavily affected by these upcoming results. If Lionsbridge can pull a win here, they'll only need one remaining point in their upcoming 3 games in order to ensure that they have locked up a playoff spot. The Otters have a bit more work to do, but with 2 more games coming up for themselves on June 30th and then July 10th, it's certainly doable for them, but they might need some help from some other squads. So last time out, the Otters defeated Virginia Beach United by a score of 3-1. The first goal being scored by Hancock in the 12th minute. That was actually the second goal of the game. It was 2 minutes after Virginia Beach United scored the opener. So that's something that Lionsbridge defense needs to be careful of when they score, if they score, that is. Tri-City, the Otters can bite back real quickly. And in the 45th minute, just before halftime, goalkeeper Go here making a huge save on a penalty kick to ensure that Virginia Beach wouldn't grab another lead. And then in the second half, it was all Tri-City's Otters. 77th minute and also the stoppage time. 2 goals, one for Agu and another for Zingle using his head. So that improved the record to 6-3-2. And the home side here at 9-2-1, currently riding 5 consecutive wins. A quite impressive streak for them, looking to make it a half dozen here. 2 days ago, June 25th, mentioned it before, a big win over West Virginia United by a score of 4-1. In the 10th minute, West Virginia's Nick Molina scored a penalty kick, and that would be the only goal for the visitors on the night. Levingood scored in the 23rd, Bentley in the 39th, with a wonderful free kick goal from about 25 to 30 yards out. Slid one past the goalkeeper, but the big moment was in the 51st minute when Molina earned himself a red card after colliding with Cole McNally, the Lionsbridge goalkeeper. That put West Virginia a man down for the remaining 40 or so minutes of the match and allowed Lionsbridge to put 2 more goals up on the board. One scored by Touche in the 62nd minute and another by Levingood in the 88th. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem and be right back with the opening kickoff of this exciting contest. And now just before kickoff, let's get the starting lineups presented by Chick-fil-A. First for the visiting Tri-Cities Otters. Number 00 in goal, Marcelin Gohier. Number 6, Aiden O'Brien. Number 8, Guillermo Segovia. Number 10, Gabriel Ramos. Number 15, Henrique Gunther. Number 16, Danilo Seglio. Number 21, Vincent Singel. Number 22, Tom Zabari. Number 24, Jan Grun. Number 26, Josh Hancock. And number 30, Sam Catherall. And now for the side of your Lionsbridge FC. In goal tonight, wearing the dark green kit, Cole McNally. Number 4, Luke Staats. Number 6, Lucas Christensen. Number 9, Charles Touche. Number 10, Matt Bentley. Number 11, Adam Davie. Number 16, Eamon McLaughlin. Number 18, Connor Drought. Number 23, Peter Dearle. Number 27, Robbie Bruce. And number 30, Matt Jones. That's how both squads will line up tonight. Of course, those lineups presented to you by Chick-fil-A. Of course, they didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich here at TowneBank Stadium. Tonight, it is Chick-fil-A night. It's quite an exciting contest. Tri-City Otters in their white tops and green shorts with the blue socks. Really nice color combination that they've got going on. And the boys in blue back at it again. Lionsbridge FC wearing their bright sky blue kits as they look to string together their 6th consecutive win on the schedule. Last time these two teams met, it was Lionsbridge who came away with a victory by a score of 2-0. Bazalongo scored the first goal for Lionsbridge in the 16th minute. Then in the 79th, Alex Levengood was able to add on an insurance goal just to make sure that Lionsbridge would see the rest of the game through and come away with the victory. So it was Tri-City Otters who started with the ball, and that will also have the first foul against them of the contest. That's going to be a bit of a thing to watch out for. They don't commit too many fouls outside the 18-yard box. We saw in the previous game how lethal Matt Bentley can be, and also for the rest of the season earlier on, especially at home, he's had pinpoint accuracy when standing over top of the ball from a set-piece position. Another thing is the frequency that Lionsbridge likes to use the wings on the attacks, building it up. Specifically, Connor Drought, not necessarily the tallest player, but has quite a bit of speed and definitely a player who knows how to utilize that speed efficiently. Quickly making runs around the defense for deep through balls. Another prolific goal scorer for them, Adam Davie, certainly puts his name on the score sheet quite a bit, and when he does, usually does it more than once. As Jones plays this one up, and Bruce trying to settle it down. Lionsbridge coming away with the ball. They're looking to move up the field. McLaughlin was dispossessed, but the Bridge able to quickly get the ball back. Here's Jones. Out wide for Christensen, the only Dane on the roster here for Lionsbridge. They defeated Wales yesterday to advance into another round of Euro 2020. Up over the back of the Lionsbridge player, but coming up with the ball was Grun. Drought dribbles this one out of play. Lionsbridge, not really a team to be necessarily intimidated by other squads. We've seen some teams come in, especially at TowneBank Stadium, and play a bit of a physical game. The second foul on the board, and once more against Tri-City Otters. The Lionsbridge certainly able to answer the call, so to speak, and play just as physical of a game as well. We saw that against West Virginia United and also Virginia Beach United. Two of the more physical team that love to grind out wins. Lionsbridge was able to come away with a victory in two of those contests, one against each team. In the opening, or rather the season opener, Lionsbridge ended up tying Virginia Beach United at the Sportsplex, just about 30 minutes to 2 hours down the road, depending on how traffic is. As Bentley's brought down again for the second time. A good sportsmanship there from Zabari, helping him back up. Just apologizing, nothing, of course, harmful meant by it. This one's played up by Dearle down the right sideline. It's kicked away out of bounds by Catterall. Christensen throws this one inside of the 18. Defense trying to get there first. Jones for the bridge. Tries to take it away, but Seglio picks it up in his own side of the field. Lionsbridge able to win it back. The ball attempted for Touche over the top, unsuccessful. The Tri-Cities Otters have held off the initial attack of Lionsbridge FC with great effect. The home side not even able to get across into the 18-yard box on their initial attempt. And they certainly are a fan of early goals. The earliest of the season coming against Wake FC, who coincidentally is also their next opponent. That'll be away from home, though. But back towards the end of May, feels like an eternity ago, on May 22nd, Charles Touche scored the opener of the contest less than a minute into the game. That would be a big win for Lionsbridge. We'll see if they can replicate their success coming up June 30th away from home. It's a nice, beautiful, sunny afternoon here in Newport News, Virginia. 84 degrees, but it feels quite a bit warmer, about 91, 70% humidity. Just maybe 10-mile-an-hour winds here at the field. Beautiful conditions. This one is sent all the way back to McNally by Dearle, and he redistributes the ball to the opposite side of the field. Staats in towards the middle for McLaughlin. Pressure coming his way, but he has an outlet. Down the far sideline, Bentley. Nice touch to get around the defender inside the 18. He's brought down. Referee waves off appeals for a penalty, and it'll be a throw-in for Lionsbridge FC. Bentley saying he was tripped up there. His boot started to slip off, but he's quickly put it back on, and it's best not to dwell of the things in the past and rather look towards what's ahead. It's Davie trying to control this one along the near sideline, brings it to the corner. Attempted to cross in, but Ramos is there to steer that ball away into the festival area. Lionsbridge faithful applauding on their squad as they now have their first corner of the game. Bruce heading over to take this one. Drought also right alongside him. It looks like Drought will actually play the ball in. Bruce, there's a short option, but with two Otters defenders, more of moral support. Drought's ball in, swinging away, and the goalkeeper punches this one far away. Follow-up opportunity by McLaughlin is blocked in traffic by a defender. Touche flicks it on. The goalkeeper has this one roll out as he tried to keep it in play. We'll make an appeal that he was able to get to it after it bounced out of bounds. But the officials aren't buying it. Another corner here for Lionsbridge. Pressure isn't over yet. It'll be Bruce now to take this one with Drought as moral support. This one swinging towards the goalkeeper. Headed away by a defender as Christensen was brought down after a follow-up service. That one off target, out of play. And now the Otters will have a goal kick. So still no score here as we make our way into the 9th minute. And this was one match ago when Lionsbridge gave away a penalty kick against West Virginia United. An overhead kick from Staats sends it up to Bentley. He's right along the far sideline, turns towards the middle of the field. Able to get the pass off, but intercepted by the Otters. Now they look to head the other way. Seglio playing it up. But Staats is there, able to collect it. Lionsbridge in possession again, looking to build up from the back. Jones. Over to McNally, surveying the field. This ball out of play. Good pressure from the Otters in the middle of the field, making it difficult there for McNally, Jones, Christensen, and also Dearle to try and move up the field on the attack. This ball is skied up inside the middle of the park, brought down. The Otters control it, and it's sent back into their defense, maybe giving Lionsbridge a bit of a taste of their own medicine. Playing a bit of a game of keep away here. Touche and Bentley in pursuit. This ball is sent up through the middle, over the head. Offsides, though, as Zingle was the target. He had a really great touch to bring the ball down to himself just inside the 18-yard box, over the head of Jones. It was quite a great chance, but just mistiming his run. The pass looking for Touche, out of play. Henrik Gunther to throw the ball in. And it's taken off the feet of Jones by Zingle. Moving up, but Christensen is able to recover after the error by his teammate. Davie drops it back. Jones plays it up. Segovia, interception. He's brought down. Bentley moving quickly with pace. Option out towards his right. Finds Christensen. Service inside the box. Makes it all the way to the middle. No one there for Lionsbridge. The Otters send it away. Subsequent opportunity. Staats. Edge the 18. Off the defender. Seglio out of play. Throw in for the boys in blue. High-tempo game already as Lionsbridge looking for the opening goal. The throw-in trying to find Touche. Excellent job by the defense to box him out and ensure that he wasn't able to get a foot, a head, or even a chest on the ball to try and control it. As Lionsbridge have to look to attack from a different angle. This ball finds Drought. Pull it back to Bruce. A lofted ball towards that far post. Davie trying to knock it back towards the middle. This one falls behind the goal just for a goal kick. And Papa John's is the official pizza delivery partner of Lionsbridge FC. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. This goal kick taken, or set to be taken, as almost 20 of the players lined up on this half of the field, the near side, right around the circle. It's Bentley, able to come out of the mix with the ball, finds Davie on the wing. Tried to find Bentley again, good step by O'Brien, disrupted the play. Battle in the midfield, and that's another foul against the Otters. Not happy about that one is Segovia. That's the fourth foul against this visiting Otters side, and none for the Bridge. Sliding tackle by Staats to keep the ball in play. Now Bentley will commit the first offense for the home side. This foul almost right in line with the Lionsbridge bench. Sitting over there among the head coach Chris Wally and assistants, Connor Andrews, Ben Adamson, Aldair Cortes, John Eberle, Matt Locke, Rob Tomlin, and James Lee. All pretty capable Lionsbridge players that can come in at a moment's notice. An error here and an opportunity, and the Tri-City Otters strike first. A large defensive mistake for Lionsbridge comes back to bite them immediately here in the 14th minute. And a rather uncharacteristic mistake for the home side, one that we haven't really seen. There's maybe miscommunication there between possibly Jones and McNally. Maybe Jones thought McNally was going to come off his line and grab the ball. Jones tried to play this one out towards Bruce. But a key interception. And all too easy to slide that one into the back of the goal. It was really no problem at all for Zingle. So now it's the visitors up by one. Lionsbridge with some work to do for themselves. I've said it time and time again across a variety of broadcasts that when something the coaches love to see, pressuring the ball carrier, you never know when they're going to make a careless error like that. And whether it results you just one goal one time, that's still one more goal than you would have had otherwise. And it just makes sure that the defenders are never too comfortable when carrying the ball, as a challenge from the side there brings down an Otters player just inside the Lionsbridge half of the field. That'll be another foul marked down. Now a free kick being placed by O'Brien. Picks up the ball, moves it back in accordance with the officials' understanding. This one sent inside the 18, quickly moved away. Drought trying to collect it. So he receives the pass. Moving up quickly, using Bentley as an option. Two defenders in front of him. Cuts in, moves out. Cross inside the middle, cleared away by Catherall. Out of quite a dangerous area. Another throw-in coming up. They get another clearance by Gunter. Drought picks it up, though, just on the outside of the box, trying to use some fancy footwork. Slides between the defender's legs. The Staats goes down as well as Drought. And an aggressive challenge by Drought. Wouldn't be surprised if he has a quick conversation with the referee after that foul. After that last play, it was maybe a bit of frustration coming into the head of Connor Drought. So he made a great move to get around the defender, but like I said before the game, Drought not the tallest player on the field by any means, and he was against one of the tallest defenders for the Otters. I believe that was Hancock. Just a much bigger body than Drought has. He used it efficiently. As Touche gets some hands on the back, but he's able to get the header off successfully. Christensen up with Davie now. Through into the middle, but Touche is offsides. It looked like a great break for the Bridge there in the closing moments of the 18th minute. now one of the quote-unquote leaders of the defenders of the bridge, trying to rally the home supporters as the pressure is continuing to build here. Christensen's pass off one of his teammates accidentally, and it's another break for the Otters. Zingle, near side inside the 18 now. Shot was picked up and held on to by McNally. Important that he grabbed that one, as Segovia was coming in quickly in case there was a spill of any kind. If you're just joining us, thanks for tuning in. The Otters currently up by 1, courtesy of Zingle's goal, after Matt Jones just served him an absolute pizza, essentially right up the middle to him on a defensive clearance. Well, we're calling it a clearance, but it really was nothing of the sort, as he essentially handed the ball off, gave possession right over to Zingle inside the 18-yard box. It's never a mistake that you want to see your player make, as Bruce goes down after the challenge. But he's back up, favoring that right ankle. And he'll try to walk it off. Dearle to Jones. Playing in a centered defensive position with Christensen out on the right. Dearle on the left. Ball over the top, trying to find Bentley. He's able to keep it alive along the sideline. Drought, with it at his feet, goes back into the defense once again. Jones being pressured, and again, giving the ball away, but fortunately for Lionsbridge, this one out over the sideline instead of across his own goal line. Quickly picked up. Zabari to Zingle. Back to Ramos. A great possession game here for the Otters. That last piece of the puzzle goes awry. McNally tried to stop this one, but slipped under his foot. Thankfully, though, he was able to recover. Another error by the bridge. This one is out again for an Otters throw-in. Just seeing a bit of a lack of urgency by the home side. There's a foul against Bentley. Now the fouls are all even up, 4 apiece, as he gets whistled for the offense. And it's another free kick for the Otters inside Lionsbridge territory. Aiden O'Brien will get set to take this one. He had the assist on the opening goal against Virginia Beach United. We'll see what he does here. Inside of the 18, headed up. And a shot well off target, out of play by Zabari. Quite an ambitious attempt. Nevertheless, he found an opening, decided to try his luck. He just didn't quite have any on that last shot. This ball over the top. Bentley in pursuit, trying to bring it down. Able to do so. 2-on-1, though. He forced to turn it over. Touche tried to give him some aid. It's out across the sideline. The Lionsbridge throw this time on the far side of the field. Bruce switching sides. Was picked up, intercepted by Ramos, which starts an Otters counterattack. Although just holding the ball for now. Quickly they can move and start looking to go forward. And it looks like we might see that here in just a second. Segovia over to the far sideline. Still buying their time. Pressure coming from Touche. Forces a throw. We're going to take a quick break here as the players head over to their sidelines to grab some water and rehydrate for themselves. As currently it's 24 minutes into the contest. Tri-Cities Otters coming into the Lions' Den, in the words of Rob Pye, a big supporter of Lionsbridge FC. And coming away with the opening goal, 14th minute, it was Vincent Zingle on a defensive error, able to capitalize. And it's not just enough to force those errors, but then once you're able to capitalize on them, put a ball into the back of the goal, that's when you know you're in business. And it looks like it actually might be number 32, Zachary Bickford, in goal for Tri-City Otters, wearing number 32. Of course, we'll try to get confirmation on that for you. His play is set to resume once more. Otters with possession, trying to clear from their own half. Hard challenge by Christensen, but he can't force a turnover. Looking forward now. Far side of the box intended for Segovia. Out over the end line, goal kick for the home side. McNally to play this ball up. The meeting of the minds there as it's sent back over towards the goalkeeper by Gunter. We'll send it out to Jones. And again, pressure coming from Zingle. Nearly forcing another turnover. Jones has to be a bit more careful than that. Already making the mistake once. Certainly can't afford to do it again. At least not while Lionsbridge has nothing to show for on the scoreboard already. 27 minutes into the game. Throwing for Staats. Right in front of his bench, and it's immediately headed out of play by Grun. Another throw-in coming up here. McLaughlin, service inside the box, picked up by the goalkeeper. He's able to hold on to it successfully and now looking to roll the ball out. Doesn't see any targets. So he'll set this one down and swing his left foot through it. As it goes all the way through the Lionsbridge defense, Jones picks it up, puts it out of play. And a great job there by the Otters to switch the field. And also now have possession for themselves. Gunter. The Bridge able to clear this ball. And it's all the way back with the goalkeeper now for the visitors. Touche trying to chase it down. But too many defenders in the area, and he quickly calls off the pursuit. As it is Gohair in goal, although he is wearing a different number than usual. He's wearing 32, typically reserved for the other goalkeeper. And he looks to be tested here. Bentley, far side inside the 18, trying too much to do it by himself, though. Had an option out wide. Looked like it was Staats over there. Throwing for the bridge. Touche getting too complacent, not coming to the ball. And it's cleared away. Typically, we've seen Jones, not Jones for the bridge, in either a right back or a left back slot, where he plays as a wing back. This ball over the top to Touche. He's onside. Service into the middle, looking for Drought. Two defenders able to get there first, clear the ball away. Drought needs to get back on sides quickly, and he does. Bruce, the service inside the box. Touche gets his head on it, out of play. It's a a corner kick for Lionsbridge. So I believe that was Grun, who last touched the ball, sent it out of play. Robbie Bruce to take it. As Jones is currently down on the field inside the center circle. He appears to be fiddling with his shoe. He's back up, but a substitute is ready. And coming over to take his place is Rob Tomlin. So Matt Jones headed off the field, and well, typically a very influential part for the Bridge. He was having a bit of an off evening. This corner kick is sent in, knocked away by Gohair, and a follow-up attempt by Davie off target, out over the end line. Just a couple of mental errors by Jones. Maybe might have picked up a knock at the end of the last match, or maybe in training over the past few days. But something just seemed off with Jones. In addition to playing out of position, of course, still in the defense, but we've seen him much more often as a wing back, where he's able to join up with the attack. The 19-year-old from New Zealand is replaced by the 24-year-old Englishman, Rob Tomlin. McNally slowing things down. We're in the 32nd minute. Will slowly bring the ball up. A little bit of pressure coming his way. He swings through it. Headed on by Touche. Bentley trying to get there, but Gohair able to scoop that up convincingly. Great awareness by the goalkeeper. It's taken significantly longer for Lionsbridge to counter the goal that was scored against them. It's now looks like it might be another, but this one running out of room on the far side of the field, right across the end line. Gunter runs out of real estate. So it was only 13 minutes after Molina's penalty kick for Lionsbridge to score their first goal in their last time out against West Virginia United. And it's almost 20 minutes here. As Davie inside the 18. Defender has an arm on him. He plays it across into the middle. Big save by Gohair. And it gets out of the area. Staats trying to chase this one down. Able to do so. He's brought down as well. Bentley claims he had the advantage, did have the ball, and made a quick step around the defender. But Staats is down on the far side of the field, and that's another defender for Lionsbridge. Staats more of a defensive midfielder in some situations. He seems to be soldiering on here. And he will continue. Free kick for Lionsbridge. One sent into the box, looking towards that far post, flicked on by McLaughlin. No one there as he was well far away from the goal, and so was his shot. It's directly in line. Had he been even with the goal, that was have been on target. It was a perfect header, had a great angle on it, but no power, and he was too far away from the goal for that to be anything of consequence out over the end line. Bruce picking up this ball in the middle of the field. Staats sends it up, but it's intercepted. Lionsbridge able to win it back, though. Bit of a quiet night here on offense for Lionsbridge so far. Not too many shots for them as McLaughlin taking this one, but it's poked out of play. By the defender. Another chance here. Dearle inside the box. High kick there by Drought, and it gets whistled by the official. 10 fouls, 5 apiece for each side. You're 35 and a half minutes into the game. As Gohair just getting a bit of instruction from the near side linesman about where the ball will be placed. It's just right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Puts his foot through this one as it's headed towards the near sideline. The Bridge trying to win this one, specifically Drought. He's able to do so, but it's off a throw-in for his side. Christensen takes it. Bruce knocks it back. Now here's Dearle towards the far side of the field. Davie trying to bring it up. Defender goes down on the challenge. A little bit of a verbal spar between Davie and Zabori. On the far side of the field, Zabori with a little bit of extracurriculars after the ball had already left Davie's foot. Of course, Davie feeding into it as well, maybe giving a little bit back towards his opponent. McLaughlin, I assume that's not the touch he wanted, and if it was, maybe he should have reconsidered. Plays it out across the sideline. No real intent on that pass, maybe more concern than anything else. Now the official steps over. Davie and Zabori having a conversation with him. Everything seems to be worked out now between the two. Bentley couldn't keep this one in along the sideline. Throw in for the Otters. Up by 1 since the 14th minute. Thanks to Zingel's high pressure. Segovia, far side. Trying to keep this one alive, but it's out over the end line. Goal kick for McNally coming up. If you live in the Hampton Roads area, then you know that mosquitoes here are no joke. Lucky for you, Mosquito Joe of the Peninsula has your back. Whether you're looking to have them keep your yard mosquito-free all summer long or planning a special outdoor event, they have the right service for you. So give Mosquito Joe a call and have them rid your yard of those pesky pests. He's now down on the field, doubled over. Zabori, as he went up for a header and That one hit him above the shin pads and below his jersey. I'll leave the rest of it up to your imagination. He just took a bit of a stunner there, tried to soldier on for a few moments. Now just getting his bearings. Quite a bit of work for the home side Lionsbridge to do, as we're now just over a handful of minutes away from halftime. They're down by one. It was off a defensive error. Other than that, though, they've been pretty strong, at least defensively. It's been difficult, though, for them to transition that defensive possession into offense. The Otters have done a really nice job breaking up those plays in between the two boxes, specifically in the heart of the field. Lionsbridge with a couple opportunities. They just haven't been able to put shots on target. Foul on the far side and a yellow card issued. Recipient of the tackle, Seglio. Looked like it was Eamon McLaughlin. Who committed the foul. Free kick sent in. Knocked away by Christensen. Otters recover it, though. Right along the sideline. Tried to go back towards the middle. Drought was there, making a big interception. Now it's a partial break here for Lionsbridge. Through ball, trying to link up with Bentley. Gunther getting back, able to close off his run. Inside the 18, though, Bentley gets past him, in towards the middle, off the post, off of Gohair, and out of play. A great chance for Lionsbridge, and an unlucky bounce for them. Quickly on the corner now, this service into the box, well over everyone's head. Out on the goal line. And a great look there for Bentley. Just an unfortunate bounce. Slid it past the goalkeeper, but he couldn't beat the post. And even the deflection off of Gohair once more. Still couldn't find the back of the net. And the Otters keep their one-goal lead intact. Goal kick towards the far side of the field now. Picked up by Seglio. Bruce trying to shield this one away. Was able to do so. Certainly had quite a bit of pressure up on his back. A nice bit of show of strength as well as skill. As Tomlin has this ball, takes it back towards the center. Gets some help. Finds Dearle, and now it's back with McNally. Just a few minutes before halftime, of course not including stoppage time. I'm sure we'll see a couple minutes or so. Hancock in the defense for the Otters, up by one. It's been a difficult night for Lionsbridge on the attack. Pretty much a lack of urgency out on the field. Only a couple good chances. Clever move by Zabari. As he works his way down the field, he's stopped by Christensen, who made a strong challenge. This one given away inside the 18. Another shot and another goal off a Lionsbridge defensive error. This one going over to Segovia here in the 43rd minute. Now Lionsbridge calling a meeting in the middle of the field. Just trying to sort out what's going on. They need to clear their heads. Chris Wally's certainly not happy. Here's they're headed into the break. They are currently on maybe in the same book, but even then, not so sure. Definitely not on the same page. It's rather been a rough showing for them, only needing just 4 points from their next 3 games. And at the present moment, doesn't look like they're going to get any from this contest against Tri-Cities Otters. Touche with the header inside the box. McLaughlin trying to settle it down. Defense clears it away. Touche. Turning, trying to find an opening. Staats, far side of the field. Aldair comes up and comes down with the ball. Watch the Otters controlling it. It's just big defensive mental errors for Lionsbridge. I currently see them down by 2. Bentley taking this one, far side. A couple of Otters closing him down. Finds McLaughlin as he puts a service up into the box, headed away efficiently. And the Otters hold off and thwart another attack for Lionsbridge. 5 minutes of added stoppage time here in the first half. Inside the 18, it's the Otters now. Challenged by Bruce, goes awry. Tri-Cities hangs on. Back heel attempted by Seglio. But a foul that called against the Otters. Free kick for Lionsbridge. McNally will take it. This is certainly not the start that Lionsbridge would have expected coming into this game. But over the top, Bentley. One-timer. Aldair, big stop. He's really been important for the Otters. Hasn't necessarily made a lot of saves, but he's made a couple, and they've been big saves as well. McLaughlin, miscommunication on the far side, right along the sideline with Staats, and it rolls out. Throwing for the Otters. So they send it back into their defense. We're just over a minute into stoppage time. Let's pass up for Ramos. It's out across the near sideline right by the State Farm sign. And a chance building. Trying to find Davie or Touche, but split the uprights between them. But they're able to link up with Bentley now. Bruce, all by himself in the middle of the field. Lionsbridge appealing for a handball inside the box. This one sent away. And now they'll get a call going their way. Not sure what it's about. They appealed for a handball outside the box, and now it looks like they'll get a free kick. But not where the handball was. So it's just beyond the arc of the 18-yard box. Bentley had a great strike in the 39th minute against West Virginia United. We're a bit further out. We'll see who takes this one. So it looks like it's a 4-man wall. And it is. Drought, Bentley, and Bruce all behind this ball. Dearle tried to box out the goalkeeper, provide a visual distraction. This one taken off the post, and this one's just off target, it looked like. Behind the goal, the Lionsbridge fans thought they had one back, but it went on the wrong side of the post. And that's the third time that ball has been struck off the post for Lionsbridge. It was a quick follow-up chance after the free kick. They've beaten Goher a few times at this point. The Lady Luck certainly not smiling down on them. It looked like it was Davie who tried to put that one in, but just off target. Bentley brought down. That's the 8th foul of the first half against Tri-Cities Otters. About a minute left in the initial 5 minutes of stoppage time allotted. Staats in towards the middle. Touche trying to flick it on, but it misses over his foot. And it's out of play. Quick throw. Bruce trying to take it. Plays it back to Dearle, I believe that is, in the defense. It's up for Touche. He can't bring it down. Drought, it's Bentley. Inside the box at the top. Touche, or rather Davie, couldn't get it at his feet. Staats plays it in. Spilled by the goalkeeper and cleared away. Another great chance for Lionsbridge. Goher couldn't come up with the ball. But it's another corner kick, or rather a throw-in. Looked like that one almost went out over the sideline. Over the end line, excuse me, but rather over the sideline. Big throw by Christensen, flicked on towards the penalty spot. Brought down by Bruce. Shot off the post again. Are you kidding me? As Bentley is brought down from behind. A yellow card is issued. I believe that's to number 15, Gunther. Bentley getting set here. Looked like it was number 15 in white. A free kick. Bentley surprisingly not taking this one. Drought. His service over the wall. Bentley down in the box. It looks like if the Otters are able to clear this one away, it'll be all in the first half. And there's the whistle. Lionsbridge trailing by 2 at the break. They've had quite a few chances. They have just almost every single one of them, it seems, hitting the post, hitting the crossbar, or going just the opposite way. Most recently, the free kick strike off the bar. Goher has been good, but at this point, the posts have been better. And Staats, frustrated, he's down on the field. And with 15 minutes until the second half coming up, we're going to take a quick break here at TowneBank Stadium. Be right back with the rest of this quite exciting game here between Tri-Cities Otters and Lionsbridge FC. 45 minutes gone by, 45 remain. Tri-Cities Otters up by 2 at the break over Lionsbridge FC. Here at TowneBank Stadium, a bit of a surprising turn of events as it's been defensive miscues for Lionsbridge that has really shaped the complexion of this game. Early on in the contest, Matt Jones essentially handed Tri-Cities Otters their first goal of the game as he gave the ball over to Vincent Zingle in the 14th minute inside his own 18-yard box. It was all too easy for the Otters forward as he buried it into the back of the net. And then it was another error, at least if you're a Lionsbridge fan, this one was off of another Otters player, the attempted clearance was. And Segovia picked it up. He was able to put that one into the back of the goal. Lionsbridge with quite a bit of work here to do in the second 45. So they make another substitution. Luke Staats headed off the field. Matt Locke taking his place. So there's a foul just in front of the Otters bench. First foul of the second half. There were 14 in the first frame. 9 against the Otters and 5 against Lionsbridge. This free kick here is sent inside the 18. Trying to get his head on that one, but couldn't get up high enough. Looked like that was Rob Tomlin there for the bridge. As Lionsbridge now finding themselves in a very unfamiliar position, especially as of late. 5 consecutive wins. The Otters looking to put the fear of the fur into their opponents and hand them their first loss in quite some time. Aldair sends the ball up to the opposite side of the field. Tomlin boots it back where it came from, but with a bit less power. Lionsbridge picked this one up. Bentley is brought down. No foul from the official, much to his chagrin. Seglio moving down the field. Was stabbed by Christensen. Knocks the ball out of play. Thrown for the Otters. This throw-in makes its way over the end line. And the lack of goals on the scoreboard certainly isn't for lack of trying from Lionsbridge. They've had quite a few shots. Not to mention a few that have slipped past Aldair in goal. But the problem for them tonight has been the hardware and the frame surrounding the netting. They've struck the posts and the crossbar at least 4 times. They have yet to have one find the back of the net. Davie slips between the defender's legs. Is Touche now controlling it outside the 18, switching the ball to the far side. He couldn't link up with a teammate, Bentley, over there. Also, it looked like Tomlin was in pursuit of the ball. But neither of those two men able to come up with anything. Marriott Newport News City Center is the official hotel of Lionsbridge FC. So book your next stay at the Marriott. It's conveniently located just minutes away from the stadium, right in the heart of Newport News. As Aldair sends the ball up. Not as much distance on this ball, but nevertheless it's Lionsbridge bringing it back into Otters territory. The player is down, though, in blue, holding his head. There might have just been a brief meeting of the minds as one of the trainers is headed out onto the field. And Zabori is over there. He helps Christensen up. As Christensen gets checked out. The medical staff will certainly look him over as he gets some water. head injuries. Definitely nothing that anyone here, especially with all the history and research that's been done with head injuries, nothing that you want to mess around with. But after a quick check, it looked like it was maybe just a head-to-head collision. Just a bit more pain than anything else. Christensen back out onto the field. Bentley unable to keep the ball in play along the near sideline. This one going out of bounds right by a cameraman and also the Papa John's sign. Papa John's is the official pizza delivery partner of Lionsbridge FC, if you didn't know. They've got better ingredients, and that makes their pizza better. And that's what makes them Papa John's. Christensen with the throw as he gets set to send this one in. Makes its way inside the 18 to Touche. Plays it back out to him. Shot taken by McLaughlin off the defender. That was Catherall out of play over the end line. A corner kick for the home side. Drought over to take this one. And also Robbie Bruce is a member of the supporting cast, but it looks like it'll just be Drought to play this ball in. Trying to find the head of Davie. Gohair knocks it down. Touche looking for the far post. Another chance here. Stopped by Gohair. Offside. The flag is up. And Lionsbridge with another great chance, but this time the ball can't get past Gohair. It's a great look for Touche. He tried to finesse it into the far side netting. Great awareness and great jump by Gohair. So he was able to pick that ball out, follow it the whole way, and make a keen stop. Touche with the header. A bit of a misplay there as he sends it out of bounds. With every passing attempt, the Lionsbridge faithful here in attendance at TowneBank Stadium. Letting out sighs and groans of frustration as Bentley tries to dribble through three white shirts. It's a much easier task to speak of than to actually see through. He turns the ball over. Drought, 2-on-1. Couldn't get the ball away, but it's out over the sideline. Throw in for the visitors. Dribbling up now, Zingle. The through ball looked to be offsides for a moment. The Otters forward, Segovia, stopped so as not to get the whistle. McNally throws this ball down and sends it up into the evening sky. Davie getting in on this one, inside the 18, towards the middle. Touche trying to send it goalward, and instead just straight up. Handball there, appeals inside the box. No word from the official. That's the second handball inside the box Lionsbridge claimed to have seen. As Bruce sends service in, trying to find, that was Davie, I believe. But still unsuccessful. Lionsbridge really hoping that they can get a win here, and if they're able to do so, they only need one more point from 3 remaining contests in order to secure a playoff position, as this ball is whistled offsides. But right now, that certainly doesn't seem the case. The Otters have been playing extremely well, and it's a combination of that as well as a poor defensive effort from Lionsbridge this afternoon. Rather, this evening, they've seemed just out of sorts, and their head hasn't really been in the game. Making careless errors and turnovers, giving the ball over to the opposition for really no good reason, other than maybe just underestimating their opponents. This ball flicked on. Bentley trying to get there. Travels to the outside of the 18-yard box. He looks to get service in. Drought across to the far side. Gohair comes up and grabs the ball easily. Gohair has been all over the field for the Otters. At least in his 18-yard box, of course. But he's been shutting down Lionsbridge attacks time after time. It's getting quite frustrating for them as time is beginning to run out. And although not quite in desperation mode yet, you have to be very cautious that you're not trying to force things to go through, because that's when mistakes happen on the other side of the ball. Bentley, a strike from far out, swallowed by Gohair. Some fans beginning to appeal for the 6-second rule. As Gohair was holding on to that one for just a little bit of time. Collected by the Otters. Good touch by Gunther, trying to get it back. But Bentley beats him to the ball. Good through ball to find Touche, but too much power behind the pass. The substitute for Lionsbridge. Coming out of the game is Connor Drought. And coming in to replace him, Aldair Cortes. And Drought heading off on the near side of the field. Certainly hasn't been having himself a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. Just been difficult for the Bridge to put goals on the board. Trout, a quick player. He's been able to get some crosses in, but also create some space for himself and teammates. They just haven't been able to put that final piece of the puzzle together as this ball rocketed into the stands. And a throw for Cortes coming up. To Touche. Turns towards the goal. A one-time shot up through the uprights. Lionsbridge fans wishing that counts for 3 points. Josh Hancock headed off the field for the visiting Otters. And Kendall Allen coming on to replace him. Hancock has made things difficult for Lionsbridge with his tall frame, big body, and great defending. He's really been a disrupting force against the Lionsbridge offense. Fans in attendance trying to get behind their club. This ball is played by Christensen out of bounds. If you want to get in on the action, head to lionsbridgefc.com/tickets to purchase single game tickets for the upcoming contest. As the Otters now inside the Bridge's 18-yard box. The cross deflected, but not out of the situation yet. The second chance here. Tomlin trying to stop the cross once more. Is able to do so, sending it out for a corner kick. It's the first corner kick of the game for the Otters. None in the first half, which is a very stark contrast to the 4 that Lionsbridge had, and they've had 1 in the second half so far as well. Ramos, his cross is in, deflected out of the field by McLaughlin. Another one coming up. Service in. Aerial service this time, knocked away by Dearle. This one just sent towards McNally by O'Brien. That's easy enough for him to grab. Foul against Lionsbridge, surprisingly, right across the center line of the field by McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a yellow card from the first half. It looked as if he was fouled, and perhaps got called for a bit of retaliation there. Christensen heading that ball out of play. Ramos trying to move quickly. Segovia. Ball across the middle. Goalkeeper can't come up with it. As McNally now back in position. Cortes with a big challenge. Able to win the ball back. Start a counter for Lionsbridge. Brought down from behind was Robbie Bruce. And there's a yellow card. Another one for the Otters. In the 61st minute. That one over to number 22, Zabari. So free kick as Dearle sends this one up, far side of the field, headed out of play by the Otters. As Ramos against the double team, did well to get to it, but a chance still here as Christensen picks up the ball. 61 minutes gone by. Just under half an hour to go. Ball inside. Knocked away. One-time opportunity by Bruce. Caught in traffic. Quick counterattack here. Danilo Seglio slows things down on the far side of the field. Right in front of the Lionsbridge substitutions. Cortes picks up the cross-field pass. And he'll deliver one of his own just outside the 18-yard box. It's Davie taking a shot into the back of the goal. Lionsbridge get one back. Adam Davie put the Bridge up on the board here in the 62nd minute, cutting the deficit in half. A crucial goal at such a crucial time. 30 minutes to work with, but still work to be done. That was a really nice job on the build-up. We'll have to check again, but I believe that was Cortes. Made the interception in his own side of the field. And indeed it was. Able to pass the ball up to Davie in a perfect spot. He was able to finish, putting the home side on the board for the first time tonight. Ball switched across to the opposite side of the field, and it looked like that sparked new life into the Lionsbridge supporters. And I say looked, and of course I mean sounded like it, as they're beginning to cheer their side on now with a bit more emphasis behind their calls. Let's go. Hare gets set for another goal kick here. You could just cast your mind back for a minute to the previous contest for the Otters, where they defeated Virginia Beach United 3-1. After the initial goal scored by Virginia Beach, the Otters quickly bounced back with a goal 2 minutes after. There's a foul here against Lionsbridge. A quick conversation from the official. Bruce heads over to try and appeal the case for his teammate. It was a head-to-head collision. It looks like it'll just be a drop ball here for the Bridge. Bruce plays it back. And a bit of a win there for Lionsbridge. They didn't give away the foul. Now a chance here to try and lock the Otters in their own half of the field. Make it difficult to move to the opposite side. Cortes, great interception in the middle of the field, but he can't hang on to the ball. His touch too hardy. Bentley brought down from behind by the substitute fresh onto the field, Kendall Allen. Bruce playing it up to Cortes. Begins to move quickly, and he's brought down from behind. No doubt this is a yellow card issued to Zingle and really a bit of a frustration foul. Cortes was well past him. No, it's just a hack from behind. Momentum with the side of the bridge. That's certainly where you don't want to be if you're the Otters. Bruce getting instructions from McNally on this service. Inside. And it looks like the official wasn't ready yet, as the linesman is on the field. Now having a conversation with O'Brien. Bruce trying to spark the supporters. Able to do so for a moment, but can this enthusiasm last? Official indicating no more pushing for O'Brien. The supporters certainly making their voice heard. Bruce steps up, and he'll get set to retake this free kick. Ball is up, far side of the post. Back across. Bentley into the back of the goal, this time using his head on Chick-fil-A night. And we are back on level footing in the 67th minute. The secondary assist for number 27, Robbie. Bruce, we'll see who picks up the primary one, as that ball was redirected back across the goal mouth. O'Hare trying to quickly cover it. As Robbie Bruce giving some props to McNally. Possibly maybe gave him the setup for that play, but we are back even. 2 goals apiece. And a quick comeback here for Lionsbridge. 2 goals in a span of 5 minutes. As that replay there brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Lionsbridge fans certainly happy with the recent performance of their favorite local club here in Newport News. A big steal by McLaughlin in the middle of the field, and Lionsbridge looking to make it quickly. 3 goals. Cortes, his pass is up. The Otters come down with it, though. Seglio out to the far side of the field. We've seen how quickly they can bounce back 2 nights ago against Virginia Beach. So the defense has to be on point, and that's certainly something that hasn't been the case for Lionsbridge, especially in the first 45. McNally coming up to grab that ball. And that extra cheer there is for Matt Bentley's header. Whenever a Lionsbridge player scores on a header, everyone in attendance receives a free coupon from Chick-fil-A for a free chicken sandwich. Through ball headed on by Touche. Davie picking it up. Cross into the box. And it'll go out on the opposite side for a throw-in. Right in front of the corner flag. And if you want to get in on that Chick-fil-A action, and I know you do, head to lionsbridgefc.com/tickets as Cortes gets called for a foul. Fans not happy about that one. Purchase your single game tickets. Just through ball quickly to the opposite side of the field. Zingle. Cortes trying to shut him down. Is unable to do so. Ball towards the middle. Shot taken. McLaughlin getting the stop. He falls down, but he's quickly back up on his feet. And Bentley picks up the ball in his own territory. And Touche now looking to get the ball out, curate an attack. Sends it down for Bentley, but O'Hare picks it up. An Otters player is down on the field. The official blows the whistle. And it looks like it's Gunter. Or rather, actually that's 16 instead of 15. Seglio is down. His teammate comes over and he didn't quite see what happened. The trainer is out on the field. We're just going to take a brief break here or a water break for the players as Seglio headed off the field under his own power, but 2 quick goals in a span of 5 minutes for Lionsbridge. First, it was Davie on the through ball from Cortes.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jimmy Fay in Newport News today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A yard without mosquitoes is always the most popular yard in the neighborhood.
They're home! Scatter!
Homeowners, consider yourselves warned.
Again?
Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again.
My dad and my grandpa made me pretty much want to become a welder. Good trade, and trades don't die. But a trade, you can always learn another trade. Just because you're tired of one trade, you can go to another.
Opportunity, training, growth. Virginia Ship Repair Association believes these are essential to a strong career. Please visit shiprepairjobs.com. Virginia Ship Repair Association, the strength behind the fleet.
Other than Cortes coming in the second half, as well as Matt Locke. Action back underway here. This one's booted away down to the opposite field, out along the sideline. And a throw-in for the Otters. Allen with the ball up. Cortes has this one, heads it down. Another appeal for a handball from Lionsbridge fans. The referee waves it off. Locke trying to get on the end of this one. Just a step too slow as the defender missed on the header. That'll bring up a goal kick here. The tempo of the game sort of settled down after that hydration break. Lionsbridge Football Club would like to thank our friends at Clancy & Thay's Construction Company for their long-standing support of the club. Clancy & Thay's aims to do the right thing the right way, and that's the Clancy way. O'Hare boots the ball up into the sky, which is growing darker by the minute here in Newport News. Chance outside the box. Cortes trying to shut the play down. Deflection en route to the goal. And a corner kick coming up for the Otters. It was a good look there for the visitors. I believe that was Ortiz's first couple touches of the game. He was able to pull off a strong shot. Now here's the corner sent in by O'Brien. That's well too far over the head of everyone. Catherall trying to collect it on the opposite side of the field, unable to do so as that ball rode out of play. Christensen with the throw. Headed up by Locke. Now an aerial challenge ensuing. Bridge trying to come down with it. Bentley chests it down to control it. But here's McLaughlin. Great spinorama there as he keeps the ball. And now Lionsbridge have it. Cortes down the wing. And Bentley runs out of real estate. That pass over the sideline before he got there. Bit of a misplaced touch from Cortes, but other than that last pass, he's had an exemplary night. Coming on as a substitute in the second half. immediately making an impact, picking up the assist on the initial Lionsbridge goal in the 62nd minute. Able to find Davie from about 30 yards away. Just outside the 18-yard box, Davie carried it in. Was able to slide it past Gohair. McLaughlin through the legs of the defender, and he's certainly not happy about that one. That was Zingle who got caught up. He's also sitting on a yellow card, Zingle is. As Bruce sends this opposite field. Gohair backing up. And letting this ball be picked up inside his own 18-yard box. Lionsbridge forward wanted a call for a handball. They get a through ball here. Over to Bentley. He's brought down from behind, and that's a card up in the air for Kendall Allen. A foul just outside the box. In the 76th minute. The Lionsbridge fans beginning to pick up the noise here as the wall is about to be set. It's getting marked out by the official 10 yards away. 5 players in the wall. No surprise, Bentley is standing behind the ball. He places it. He scored on a free kick 2 nights ago on June 25th in the 39th minute. Bentley off the post for, I believe, the 5th time tonight for Lionsbridge. At least a handful of opportunities have been denied by the woodwork. And the free kick maestro himself, Matt Bentley, unable to find the back of the net for the go-ahead goal. Tri-City's substitution coming off the field is Zingle. And Lucas Leitner coming onto the field for him. How close can you be? These Lionsbridge players, so many times they've been denied by the woodwork. Certainly have outchanced the Otters, but hasn't been in the cards for them but twice to find the back of the net. Still time left, and if you give Lionsbridge another opportunity, certainly seems like they could convert, as Bruce is almost brought down by a high kick. He stays on his feet, though. This ball out along the sideline. Throw in for the home side. Quickly taken by Cortes. It's touched out of play by the Otters. That was Charlie Betts, one of the second half substitutions. Flicked on by Touche, trying to find Bentley in towards the center of the field. This pass is off target. Christensen backing up, taking this one in stride now. It's back at the feet of Cortes. His touch betrays him, gives the ball over to Tri-Cities. A nice passing game that they're working down the field. Ortiz out to the far side. Through ball knocked away by Dearle. And even further by Bruce. But it's Allen who picks it up now. Outside the box, shot. Allen saved by McNally. Otters looking threatening there. As McNally places the ball down. And now kicks it up. Headed away by O'Brien. Christensen gets a forearm in the back for his trouble of trying to shield the ball away. Davie trying to keep this counter alive in towards Bentley in the middle. But Gohair quickly off his line like a rabbit. He's able to come out and claim that ball for himself. Now here's Allen down the right line. Challenged out of play. Bruce made the tackle. And thought he had the throw in. Instead it'll be Kendall Allen to take it. Quick throw. Allen gets it back. Towards the middle of the field, O'Brien continues the progress to the opposite side. Christensen making a key stab, picking that play out. Touche chests it down. And Gunther sends the ball out up at the center line to slow down the counterattack. 80th minute. The offsides flag stays down. Thought about going up for a moment, did the linesman on the far side of the field, but then thinks twice about it. Goher picking it up. Allen battling for the ball with Bruce. He's able to hold on to it. Sliding challenge by Tomlin dispossesses him. He goes down hard. And the counterattack here. Davie out towards his right. He's tripped up. Stays on his feet, though. Trying to find Locke. That pass is cut off. Lofted through ball into the breadbasket of Goher. Another substitute up at the center line for Lionsbridge. It looks like it's John Eberle. We'll have to see when he comes in. Otters trying to add another point to the scoreboard. They had the lead previously. And Lionsbridge able to score 2 quick goals. So this play is whistled offsides. In the lead for 48 minutes. And now here's the substitution. It is indeed Eberle, as Robbie Bruce heads off the field. Shot taken by Touche, well off target, skies it high over the crossbar. Goal kick is sent up. Otters controlling it. Grun towards the middle. Kicked away by Dearle. Thrown for Tri-Cities. It'll be Kendall Allen to take it. His throw in towards the 6-yard box is cleared away. Shot open over the bar. That one taken by Grun once more. Goal kick for Lionsbridge. This one sent up. Trying to move it further was Eberle. His pass was cut out. Cortes up the field. Touche flicks it on. This one knocked out of play by the Otters again. Cortes quick throw. Finds Touche. Excellent job using his body. Across in, but it's touched out of bounds by Grun. Corner kick coming up for Lionsbridge in the 85th minute. Cortes walking over to take this one. They'll leave Christensen back as well as McNally. The fans going to get loud again here for this corner. Cortes up. Far side of the field. Overshoots this ball out on the opposite side. Throw-in taken by Ramos as he makes his way over. Knotted up at 2. 5 minutes to go before stoppage time. Lionsbridge able to regain possession. Looking for far side of the field. Bentley in the middle now. Can't come up with it. Turning towards the center. Segovia off of Cortes, out of play. Allen with the throw. Cortes flicked up by McLaughlin. The counterattack brought down, though, just inside the circle was Eberle. So the 5th foul of the game. That'll be against, or rather the half against Tri-Cities. And a big free kick, 87th minute. Matlock getting some instruction from head coach Chris Wally as he gets set to play this one. Adjust the position of the ball. Gets the go-ahead. Inside the box, flicked on. Corner kick. The pressure mounting. Locke over to take this one again. Now into the 88th minute. The goal here in TowneBank Stadium would erupt. Across the middle. And it's cleared away by the Otters. McLaughlin trying to send it back inside the box. Or rather sends it up. This time, second service is better. Bentley able to keep it in along the sideline and the end line, but he collides with the flag. And Gohare comes up to grab this ball. Quickly with Touche closing in. It's redistributed out to the far side of the field. Booted up. McNally's out of his line, or rather off his line. And a good positioning as he grabs it and sends it out to Cortes. Cortes, a deep ball, trying to link up with Touche. Ramos sends it out of play. The throw-in, Christensen will take it. Flicked on towards the middle. The Otters come up with it. The shoddy clearance. And a bad service back into the box. Cortes trying to challenge Ortiz and slow him down. He's able to get the pass off, though. Now moving down the far side, right in front of the Lionsbridge bench. Still everything to play for here. A couple of minutes remaining as it's headed back by Cortes. Picked up by McNally. Now he's urging his players forward. Puts the ball down. He'll swing his right foot through this one. And it's now on the opposite side. Flicked back for Bentley, trying to get under it. As he gets to the ball first, but accidentally slides it away from him. Wishing he had help from Cortes. Ortiz towards the middle. O'Brien out wide again towards his left. Opposite side, knocked away by Dearle. Excellent use of his head. But it lands at Ortiz. Touche comes up with it. He's brought down from behind. Free kick for Lionsbridge. Now the official saying to Charles Touche, no more, as he was getting a bit physical there. McNally with the kick. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Or at least 4 minutes. Cortes takes it away. In towards the middle. Lionsbridge player goes down in the box. And it's a goal kick. And that'll bring us to tonight's drive of the game, which is brought to you by Bowditch Ford. Only Bowditch Ford can give you a Bowditch deal. Our lowest price possible, the absolute best service, and our commitment to your safety. We want to be your transportation partner for life. Bowditch Ford. Nobody beats a Bowditch deal. Tonight's drive of the game is when Aldair Cortes played the ball up towards Adam Davie, who was situated just outside the 18-yard box. Davie excellently able to control it and finish the ball into the back of the net for Lionsbridge's first goal of the game. Quickly they would score after. 5 minutes later, adding to the tally, tying things up. Bringing us to where we are now, tied at 2 apiece in stoppage time. 1 minute gone by, at least 3 remain. This ball booted out of play by Grun. Throwing for Lionsbridge. Christensen takes it, trying to find Locke, but couldn't. McLaughlin loses his footing. This ball played out over the sideline. More time being eaten away as Lionsbridge trying to restart this counterattack that they had going. It was slowed down by the Otters a couple of times. A build-up now inside the box. Bentley looking for a shot there. Headed away by Allen. Coming down with it is Betts as he sends it out of play. Coach Wally picking it up. Handing it to Christensen. Maybe trying to look to switch the field here. He'll go down the line. Touche in towards the middle. Bentley trying to get there. Unable to do so. It's Allen. And tripped up and brought down is Eberle. No foul from the official as Goher brings the ball outside his box back in. Now they're from outside back in. Picks it up with his hands and looks towards the near sideline by his bench. Touche pressuring as it's kicked away. Allen's header is up. Defense able to get there in time as Bentley sends it out as he takes a tumble. Right by one of the drains by the edge of the field. A little bit of a handshake there with Betts as Betts might have caused him to fall over, and he acknowledged that. Surely nothing malicious by it. About 1 minute to go here in stoppage time. The 2-goal lead for Tri-Cities Otters evaporated in the second half, just in a span of 5 minutes. Adam Davie's goal in the 62nd minute. And then a handful later, it was Bentley with his head to tie things up. Some last-minute heroics, though, still entirely possible. McLaughlin trying to get rid of the ball. A foul against Lionsbridge. About 25 yards out. Their 5th of the half. And a dangerous giveaway there by the Bridge. As now it's been 4 minutes since the stoppage time was announced. This could be the last kick of the game. Ortiz stepping up behind the ball. The wall is ready, but is McNally. Up and over it goes behind the goal. Referee checks his watch, puts the whistle to his mouth, and signals the end of full time here. Lionsbridge wanted 3, but down by 2. They're happy to come away with 1. Of course, certainly not the result they wanted, but it's a result nonetheless. They're just that one step closer towards securing that playoff spot. And possibly they'll find that Wednesday, June 30th, as they travel to Wake FC. If they can come away with a victory, they will for assuredly lock themselves in a playoff position. So after tonight's contest, it's a pretty relatively easy choice for a man of the match tonight, and that's going to be Adam Davie. Riverside Man of the Match is brought to you by Riverside Sports Medicine Team, including doctors J.R. Barley, Stephanie Giamatorio, and Scott Kling. They keep Lionsbridge players healthy and on the field. Riverside Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is Lionsbridge FC's choice for everything sports medicine. And once again, the man of the match tonight, Adam Davie, as he really got the momentum started for the Bridge thanks to an assist from Aldair Cortes. He was able to slide the ball past Goher, who was almost unstoppable tonight. He did an excellent job in goal for the Otters. But in addition to him, it was the woodwork that denied the Bridge quite a few chances. An impressive performance all around, though. Early first half jitters, giving goals away towards the Otters in the 14th minute. And then also they reared its ugly head again in the 43rd. So it was initially Zingle who put the first ball past McNally, and then Segovia with the second in the 43rd minute. Lionsbridge players cheering their fans on, thanking them for their support. And certainly that home field advantage came into play in the second half when they needed it most. Down by 2, they were able to come back and equalize in the 67th from Matt Bentley. And he's certainly going to be a fan favorite once everyone in attendance gets their free coupon for a free chicken sandwich courtesy of Chick-fil-A, since Bentley was able to score on a header. But up next on the schedule for the home side, they'll be traveling away for a bit, but just one game, June 30th, will be in North Carolina as they take on Wake FC. But they'll be back at home Saturday, July 3rd, as they host Tobacco Road. There'll be fireworks after the game, too. So head to lionsbridgefc.com/tickets if you want to get in on the fun. After that, they'll also host North Carolina FC a week later, the following Saturday, July 10th. And then 3 days after, it'll be Military Appreciation Night, a midweek friendly against Fredericksburg City United on July 13th. For all of us here at TowneBank Stadium, making this production possible, both the fans in the stands and also all the staff here from Lionsbridge FC, we truly appreciate your support as you make this club possible. I have been and will continue to be Austin Urch. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.